Hey yo, welcome into another unboxing video. Does it ever happen to you that you find that your webcam just does not capture the essence of your room? You put so much work into it from your RGB light and so on and forth, but your webcam just falls short. Well, I might have the answer for you, and it is called the Emeet S800. The camera supports up to 4K, has a Sony sensor, HADR, autofocus, and a noise canceling mic. So we're gonna unbox this baby. I'm gonna switch to the hand cam in a few seconds so we can unbox it together. I did get this camera from the company, but my thoughts and process are all mine. So I'm gonna switch to the end camera so we can unbox this baby together, and then we'll test it out to see, can it live up to what it's advertised. So here's the box for the Emeet webcam S800. I'm very excited to be reviewing with the specs that it has, such as the Sony. We know that brings usually very clear quality. So let's see what's in the box. There's the camera. Very slick, pretty. It's not too big. Sometimes, you get them on your monitor and it's a sore for the eyes. There is a stand where you can actually screw it over, mount it over a stand, or you can just put it over your monitor, and with the stand you can actually angle it. There is a shutter, which is a privacy shutter, so you can literally flip it on and off when you're done. So at least if, let's say, you forget to log off your meeting or still streaming, then you're not going to be exposing yourself. I think this is a great addition, and I enjoy the fact that it's a manual one versus a one that you control via computer. There's the cable, remembering that you need USB 3.0 for it. The cable is long enough, it reaches. I would have liked it to be a little bit longer, so I could mount it wherever I want, especially if I'm going to mount it on a stand, which is usually what I do. So that's what's in the box, with obviously the manual that you can read. So I'm going to plug it in and test it out. All right, so I set up the camera, literally just a plug and play. I had nothing to install. And before I tell you which one is which, you currently are going to see 3 different camera feeds. The Obsbot that I purchased about a month ago supports up to 4K as well, the Emeet, and the Razer. Did you guess right? The one that you're going to see completely on this side, on the far end, is the Emeet, technically the first one. The middle one is the Obsbot, and the last one is the Razer. I am completely surprised by the quality of the camera right out of the box. I mean, it's crazy how crisp, clear, everything. Like, take for example strength. Look how bright this is. Really white in real life. Look how bright it is on the Emeet. Trust, you can see trust, you're completely crisp. On the Obsbot, which was my first complaint, but different kind of subject, right? Because there's a gimbal and everything, you can see trust. But on the Razer, it's not clear. You can see that it says trust your, but it's not as crisp and clear. So I can tell you, so far, right out of the box, it lives up to the expectation. Like, look at my RGBs on the back end. Look at the love. Look how clear you're able to see the love, your happiness. The color is bright. And this is exactly how it is in real life. Even, the color of my skin tone. I'm completely amazed of the quality of this. Even my chair, jet black with the stitches. It is one comparison that I did with the Obsbot tiny was how you're able to see well the stitches. If you compare the Obsbot and the Emeet, those are the two that you can really see well. But the Emeet brings it to the next level. You can see every time crisp and perfect. The Emeet is about to replace my Razer to become my main camera for my just chatting and everything. I am completely amazed. I'm gonna switch to the next screen so we can take a look at the software. But like I said, right now, this is right out of the box, and I'm shocked. I'm amazed by it. All right, so here's the app. I had to uninstall it. You're on the manufacturer's website, and it's your basic application, really, where you can choose the frame and grid, where you can enable a grid and you can kind of center yourself, flip, horizontal, vertical, focus, autofocus, video setting, HADR if you're running 30 FPS, brightness, and so on. for someone like me, I tend to play around with those settings a little bit because I have a large RGB and they change colors, which is going to change the appearance of the video. But I don't really recommend anything because that's what works for me. So it's up to you to find basically what works the best for you. So it's really your standard application. I did have to run an update. So most likely if you purchase that camera, then you're gonna run an update. Now we're gonna test out. I'm gonna mute my wireless microphone, which is like right here. And I want you guys to be able to hear the Emeet noise canceling microphone. So currently I'm speaking through the Emeet. It has voice canceling. We'll see if it picks up everything. But again, microphones are integrated in cameras are great when it comes to work and so on and forth. But for streaming, I highly recommend, if you can afford it, entry-level microphone to get the best sound quality. But for work, this is amazing. You don't need an extra camera, whatever. If it's just a Zoom with your friends or whatever, you're good to go. So now I'm gonna switch to my Holly wireless camera. Now I'm on my wireless. Did I say camera? Sorry, I meant mic. So as final thought, I must say that I'm pleasantly surprised by this camera. You know, they advertise it as best than your average webcam, and I think they do not disappoint on that statement. I compared it to my Obsbot, to my Razer, and clearly it was the best one, right out the box. I'm gonna play a little bit with the filters, and obviously just because of my setup, just to level things out, but right out when I opened it, I was just wow. I would highly recommend it, entry level, for any beginner streamer. You want to have it for your, your work camera or whatever. I think it is a great addition to your setup. Also in the same price point. I'm gonna drop the link in my below, so if you were interested to see more of it, and like and subscribe. And again, that camera was sent out by Emeet for me to review, and my thoughts are all mine, so me recommending it is 100. So, and the video speaks for itself. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch because you're gonna see it on live, because it's about to become my main camera. And again, thank you and happy. See ya.